Hi guys, it's Ernest from Proximal Consciousness. How you doing this morning? Hey guys, I got a great subject matter for you today. Now this is an interesting subject matter. It's one that I think I have to give a shout out to because I just think it's that important for all of us to take a little time to consider. And that subject matter is religion. Now, don't run away because I think that once you hear what I have to say about it, you might reconsider the whole concept a little and might give it a little more respect, a little more interest. I think that religion, and I'll go a little bit more specifically on it, I think that God and the whole concept of Jesus would be very important to us if he was walking around here on this planet today, because I think he would probably be a YouTuber. He would probably be somebody who would want to share his life, his friends, his story with us through that kind of a medium, because I think it reaches all of us. It gives us an opportunity to say what we want to say, to show what we want to show about the world and beyond that we live in. So I thought I'd take a few minutes and talk about this, and hope that you guys, enjoy it or whatnot. So, I think that the Bible and religion is very important. I think that everything that we do down here, our stories, our relationships that we tell, are pretty much the same thing. It's just that he's the original. He was more deep about it. He was more direct about it. He gave us a better direction on everything. Religion gives us the story from the beginning, with Genesis, all the way through Revelations, which is, technically the end of, things as we know it anyway. It covers everything. It covers children, the birth of a child, a son. It covers parents and relationships with close friends. It covers relationships with the government. It covers everything. It covers travel, foreign lands and countries, and different types of people who are trying to do the same thing that, let's say, Jesus was trying to do, to spread the word, and encountering people who were also the Pharisees and whatnot, who were trying to, and the Sadducees, who were trying to spread their perspective. At the same time, it was just a competing, group of people. But the point of it all is that religion is about people sharing their lives. It's about a person trying to reach the masses, trying to enlighten viewers, readers, other people about the world that we live in. He was sharing his life story with us, trying to help us to see the world in its true light. He was telling a story about the world through his own eyes, through his own perspective. And at the very end of it, he was developing a relationship with us, attempting to share his life with us, his perspective with us, just like I'm doing with you guys, just like what you guys do with your friends, and what you try to do to me through your own mediums, through YouTube and through video logs and that sort of thing. Only difference, he didn't have that. He had the written word. He had text. He had, of course, telling stories in person, before they actually had writings of it and whatnot. The whole goal, though, is still the same: to share one's perspective, to help people to understand, to feel, to experience, to see a perspective, to develop a relationship with what we want people to develop a relationship with. He wanted, and religion wants to find acceptance, want to find like-minded individuals who also value communication, value relationships, value perspective. It's just something that I thought that we needed to spend a moment on, that we needed to take the time to settle ourselves down to and go through, and hopefully like, to like at the very end of it, to subscribe to the tenements of it, to what was being shared. To find it that important that we would subscribe to religion, so to speak, that we would subscribe and like the various chapters and verses, the amount of effort and energy that was put into the writing of such a thing. I mean, the staging of such a thing. I mean, I feel that the Bible, especially the King James, because I'm a Christian, I don't have a problem with saying so, that the various players, the various friends of Jesus, the various characters in the Bible, just like, a lot of us do. I mean, more so other people than I, because I'm just getting started. I'm sure that someday I'll include friends and family and relatives or whatnot and strangers into my video logs or whatnot. But the Bible to me is the same thing. I mean, it's written with the same thing in mind: to gain subscribers, to gain likes, to build a relationship with your audience so that you can share what you believe, what I believe is the truth about the world that we live in, about our lives, about our experiences. I mean, the Bible covers it all. Covers travels, covers relationships with politics and government. It covers everything. Marriage, raising children, building friendships, building communities. It covers cities and countries, travels around the world, like I said a few minutes ago. It covers our aging and our reaching of age, drinking, socializing, gambling, everything. Everything that we go through in our lives is right there in those pages, if you just take the time to read it. I mean, but we're using video and we're using our own daily lives to express those kind of things, but so does the Bible, so does Jesus, so does the disciples, the Old Testament, the New Testament. And the Bible, howbeit, doesn't necessarily make light of those experiences, but neither do we sometimes. We're fairly serious about things. I mean, even though we laugh at things and joke about things, and you don't always, see the laughter and joke in their lives, but it's there. We just don't always see it. We don't always, because it seems like it's such a weighty, how can I say, account of his journey, of that experience. But in reality, ours is, kind of weighty too. I mean, there are plenty of people who view our video logs and our experiences and say, wow. But the truth to the matter is, it's just the truth. It's just showing what is. It's just a relationship. I mean, not just, but, it's important to us. Otherwise, we wouldn't share it. I mean, our daily life is important to us. Our thoughts, our feelings, our memories, our experiences, our relationships are important to us. Just as important as the Bible's relationships between the various characters and whatnot, and the things that befell their lives. I mean, we see people, on video logs, trying to get so many subscribers, trying to get so many likes. But the truth to the matter is, it's no different in the Bible. The effort is the same. Oh man, he wants to have the whole world to subscribe to it. He wants to get likes from all of us. I mean, I just felt that it's important, that I include that in at least one of my video logs, because I think it's just that important. It's just that meaningful. I mean, when I'm looking at other people's videos, and as well as when I'm looking at my own, I'm hoping I'm learning from not my own experiences. I'm, trying to keep it real. Trying to help people, to encourage people, to motivate people, to hopefully do my part in leading people in the right directions of life, entertaining people, helping people to pass time in a constructive manner. I mean, each one of my videos are probably anywhere from 8 to 10 to 15 minutes long. That's a little bit of time in a person's life. That's a little bit of time in my life. And I think that the Bible and religion is the same way. It's a little bit of time in our lives. It helps us to pass a little bit of time whenever we pick it up, whenever we consider it. Whether it's in the reading, and whether it's someone reading to us, or whether it's in church or whatever, in our own homes, and on a bus, a train, a plane, in a hotel room. It's a little bit of time in the passing that means a little bit to us, that means a little bit to the person who wrote it, who influenced it, who encouraged it. I mean, and all the players that participated in it. So I hope that those of us who love the idea of sharing our lives and sharing our friends and families and relatives and our children or whoever lives with the world takes a minute to include those kind of genres too, those kind of mediums too. I mean, just because we didn't have YouTube doesn't mean that those people wouldn't have been influential figures in it, participating in it. So I thought that I should take a little time. Take a little time to point people at least into a direction and say, hey, that wasn't so different from what we do, from what we enjoy. You know? And to give a little credit. And to remember that there are things that took place way back then that still are relevant to us today. We just may not consider it as much. I'm fortunate enough to have come across it, and I've been reading it a little bit for all my adult life. You know, I started when I was a young kid, teenager, and it's been very influential on my life. I mean, I've started watching a little YouTube, the past few years, and I can honestly say it's been a blessing to me. I've really enjoyed the stories, and I've learned a lot. And technology and this medium has been a godsend to the world. I mean, our world is growing immensely and so quickly as a result of technology. I mean, that I just felt that it's necessary that we don't forget the beginners of this genre of communication, of storytelling, of sharing lives, and talking about the world as it is. So I thought I'd take a few minutes to talk about it. And so I hope that you guys found it interesting, as I have, over the course of my life and of course of this video. And I hope you guys maybe include it in your lives and maybe share a little bit from time to time in some of the videos, or at least give a shout out to, because I think that's important. It's important to stay grounded. It's important to share appropriately, to share the truth. So thanks for letting me share with you guys, and I hope you guys will share with me a bit, and I look forward to talking with you guys again soon. So have a good day, you guys. Bye now.